Welcome to Constantine's place, a smoky haze of despair. He lights up a cigarette. The eternal battle with tobacco. Poor guy often bolts to the bathroom at night, feeling like he's entered the blood vomiting championship. When the hospital results came in, it was like seeing a ghost. His lungs were nicotine-baked like childland, and the doctor just shook his head. He was clearly invited to the late-stage lung cancer gala, but as long as he hasn't graduated, our professional exorcist has to keep clocking in. Today, he received a special delivery from his classes wearing baddie, who brought some unique gadgets. Like Harley water bombs of duck eggs and glass, making demons scream louder than a Broadway musical, and the fire-breathing dragon-sucking gun. This exorcism has seen a major upgrade. Seeing Constantine want so much gear, his glasses buddy likely thought, this guy's up to something again. Constantine let him know that a demon was attempting to bail out from hell straight to earth. It's like breaking the fourth wall. The dimensional treaty isn't to be trifled with. They shouldn't play this game. But Constantine still sensed something was fishy and asked his buddy to dig into history and see if there were any similar magical incidents. When night fell, Constantine entered a religious library and met Gabriel, the highest-ranking angel. Heavenly VIP are hard to reach. Constantine aimed to bargain in heaven, though his chip of exercising for paradise sounded shaky. But Gabriel disapproved, calling it pure selfish heroism. Heaven demands hard cash. Faced with these ridiculous rules, he angrily smashed the Bible. But hey, he did it to himself, considering he'd been smoking like a chimney since he was 15. Hoping to get into heaven was truly an uphill battle. Walking in the pouring rain, Constantine felt that what he coughed up this time might not be blood, but rather the grievances of his heart. Just then, a guy asked for a light. As soon as Constantine passed it, he morphed into bugs rushing at him, a bug attack. This guy was a disguised demon, ready to teach Constantine a lesson, warning him to mind his own business. Constantine desperately broke free and ran across the street, but the bug demon chased after him and dupes. Got squashed by a passing car and became a bug pancake. The audacity of a demon showing up in plain sight shocked Constantine. He sensed that big trouble was heading his way and decided to check in at the Midnight Club. The Midnight Club was the intersection of three worlds, filled with various glow-eyed characters. None were real humans, they were all kinds of supernatural beings. Constantine tracked down a legendary boss who'd once stood up against 30 demons like a hero, making his club a peaceful sanctuary. Constantine was old pals with the boss and was there to share his spooky findings. He believed demons shouldn't just waltz into the human realm, yet he had witnessed it firsthand and even battled one. Legend had it that sitting in that fabled chair could unveil the past, but the boss flat out refused. Like a true cautious character. Oh, the irony. As the two engaged in a verbal duel, a suit-wearing guy appeared, none other than Constantine's longtime rival, the Hell's representative. What a case of enemies crossing paths. Eventually, Constantine returned home in frustration, with his life clock ticking to the left and potential chaos spoiling to the right. He lit cigarette after cigarette in desperation. Just then, the doorbell rang. A woman stood outside wanting to talk. In a foul mood, Constantine was about to slam the door when she flashed a police badge. Tough luck, her sister was in deep trouble. Days earlier, her twin sister Isabel had a wake-up call at the asylum, crawled to the rooftop, and then flew away by taking her own life. What a tragic drama. Anguished Sister Angela felt her sibling would never take her own life, being a devout Catholic. Reviewing surveillance footage, she was startled when Isabel called out someone's name, sending shivers down her spine. The name her sister had cried out was precisely Constantine's. She quickly rewound the video, watching it repeatedly, yet no matter how many times she replayed it, she couldn't catch that particular shout. Desperate for help, she was convinced that her sister had been manipulated by some sinister cult, losing her senses. However, Constantine bluntly informed her that those who commit suicide have no path to heaven. Their souls are condemned to a one-way journey to hell, with no escape in sight. In this huge playground, both the devil and God were placing bets. They wouldn't interfere in the human realm, just watching to see who would win. And guess what's at stake? Human souls. Just then, the streetlights flickered out, leaving only the distant statue of Jesus shining brightly, calling out to them. Constantine urgently called out to Angela, saying, "Close your eyes, because I'm just about to unleash my powerful ultimate move." He lit his lighter, scaring off the demons. The street light returned, but Angela was so freaked out she threw up. Unlucky Angela doubted it. Constantine decided to test if her sister got an invitation from hell. He had Angela bring a basin of water and her cat, because cats are the translators between worlds. The moment she closed the door, time seemed to pause, and Constantine, fixated on the cat's eyes, found himself transported to worlds of flames, and at the end of the road, he found Isabel no easy feat, but more shocking was the countless tortured souls surrounding him. Isabel raised her wrist and tossed aside the bracelet before jumping into the abyss. Constantine was frantic, an entertainment agent after him. He sprinted to rescue her. He leaped and grabbed the bracelet, then smashed the holy water in his hand, determined to take down the devil. Angela heard the noise, barged in, saw Constantine in smoke, back from hell unbelievable. He gripped the bracelet tightly, proving to Angela where her sister truly was. Meanwhile, the chubby priest was busy with Constantine's investigation, scrambling through piles of newspapers. This chubby priest was no slouch. His psychic ability was astounding. A mere touch could reveal the stories behind the scenes. As he scrutinized the papers, Isabel's name suddenly popped into his ears clearly. It held significant importance. Following the news lead, the chubby priest arrived at the morgue, and lo and behold, he spotted covered bodies. Isabel's tag was prominently displayed. As he touched Isabel's wrist, hoping to glean some information, a demon scream sent him tumbling. A mysterious sigil appeared on Isabel's wrist, draining the color from his face. Oh dear, that was clearly a demon. In sheer panic, he gulped down liquor only to discover it wouldn't go down. Poor priest was in a world of trouble. He dashed out of the morgue and into a convenience store, seeking a drink from the cooler, but the thirst grew with each sip. Meanwhile, Hell's representative, Balthazar, entered the store and witnessed the chubby priest struggling on the floor. He knew this was a one-way ticket. In a last-ditch effort, he stabbed a screw into his hand to leave a mark, his final message for Constantine. Meanwhile, Constantine and Angel were enjoying late-night snacks. After all, he just returned from hellish transport and needed to regain his energy.